Yo, what we saying, everybody? Just gonna give it a second, let a few more people join us. How is everyone? How's everyone coping? Just out of curiosity, just jump in the comments. Anybody from the UK? Just a thumbs up, yeah or why, anything. Just drop a good morning, brother. Good morning. How are we? It's 6:05 here in the evening. Boris Johnson has just announced that we are pretty much in full lockdown. It's quite clever how we've done it, though. We've done it stage by stage. Schools were obviously announced the other day they were shut down. Today they've announced all leisure centres, bars, clubs, pubs, restaurants, cafes, all shut down. There is nowhere else to go other than the supermarket. That is a full, pretty much official lockdown, if ever I've seen one in my life. Troops are already back in the UK, so I presume if we don't stick to these sort of protocols over the next few days and get this peak they keep going on about down, I'm pretty certain that we are going to be fucking just annihilated by. It's just going to be military on the streets like in Italy, and just balls to the wall. But how is everybody else coping? I am obviously in the UK. I am on lockdown. I have actually got symptoms of this. I'm not going to lie to you. I have been coughing my arse off for the last 24 hours or so now. My little boy's gone his mum's. So it's a bit of a shit situation for everybody, I think. So how's everything going in the US? Same here on the Balkan. Gujan, where are you from, brother? Where are you from? I mean, what's happening at stateside? I mean, I haven't caught up on the press conference for Trump if he's done one today. I've been watching him pretty much daily, so just trying to keep in the loop. I have got a Macedonia. Shit. So you on lockdown in Macedonia? That's crazy. I went live on Facebook last night. Had a bit of a laugh with everybody and a bit of a joke, just keeping everyone entertained. I am doing a live stream tonight on my Facebook. We're doing a purge party. So basically, we're all just going to jump on my Facebook Live, have a few drinks, chat to everybody, just to keep the whole social spirit alive on it within our, my little Facebook community sort of thing. Just keep everyone's spirits up. So it's a suggestion for all of you. Just jump on Facebook Live, talk to people. It's just nice to sort of get these conversations going. Yeah, almost 3 days now, 27 days to go. I'd put a pin in that, brother. I would put a pin in this. I've heard people saying, I've only got 4 more days of lockdown. It's not the case. It's not the case. I don't think we get to decide when this lockdown is over. We might have had it, built up antibodies towards it. It does not necessarily mean we can't recatch it and pass it on again. So I think we all need to just take it every day as it comes, listen to what, the government telling the UK government. I mean, I think we could have got ahead of this a little bit sooner, but financially, I have never known any government jump up and jump on a grenade as fast as our new government and Boris Johnson and our Home Secretary and everybody. They are offering financial support left, right, and centre, and we have raised the benchmark globally on how much financially we are supporting the people of the United Kingdom. 80% of wages covered, rents covered, mortgages are covered. Anybody that's on any sort of government benefit system is getting an extra additional annual £1,000. I think I worked out about 80 something pounds a month extra. Bills, we don't have to pay VAT for until the end of the financial tax year, which for us in the UK is April to April, or end of March, whichever you want to call it. They can't be doing anything more financially for us, and they've even offered support packages so anybody that has lost their jobs, for the employers to reach out to the government, so the government can say, no, keep them jobs on hold. We will give you whatever money we can do, up to pretty much 80% of your salary, not your fucking net income and profit and all the rest of it, your salaries, to support you. I don't think as a government they could do any better than that. Knock-on effect long term, it's going to completely fuck us. But short term, looking after what more can they do? What more can they do? So, I mean, it is what it is. I just hope that you lot are all coping well. I hope that you've got enough food and supplies in. Obviously, these lockdowns are getting serious and serious as these things are progressing. Death toll has hit over 4,000 as of about an hour ago in Italy, which was the highest 24-hour period in Italy ever. So that gives it, I think it's like, what, 36 or 37% of all deaths are now from Italy. And obviously, just want to stress as well, these are ages between 50 and 80. However, people younger have died from this if they've got any underlying health issues. I do. I have got symptoms, and I have got underlying health problems. So that's why I was classed as high risk. I've got, lung problems, heart problem. So whenever there's an infection, a virus, a bug, where it's colds and stuff like that, I normally catch them and I have them longer than most people do. So, for me, it's just self-isolation, do my own thing, keep my head in the game, keep positive. That's why I'm doing these Facebook posts, these live posts, been entertaining people all day on my Facebook. And I'm just going to do a live stream on here every day just to keep you guys up to date and just touch base with you all, really. And again, my inbox on Instagram is still open. I had a few messages yesterday. I think I had about 40 odd messages yesterday. I have hit everybody back. I've replied. A few of us who've sent memes back and forth, had a bit of a joke. So yeah, I am available to you if you just want someone to talk to, if you're bored. I'm not scheduling these at specific times. I'm trying to stagger them a little bit from early afternoon to later evening so I can hit different sort of countries and demographics a little bit easier. Because if I start saying I'll do it at 9 p.m., other people can't get involved in places like Pakistan, India, Australia, that sort of way. Whether it's Western, it'd be easier. So I'm trying to space them out a little bit better. Again, I'm not posting any bodybuilding content. I know other channels are. I don't see the fucking point. I've fallen out with a few bodybuilders in the last 48 hours. I'm not going to lie, crying about they can't get I can't get any oats. I can't get any fucking chickens. All the chicken breasts are gone. Bro, like, we're in an international global crisis and you're bitching about your gains. These are the guys that have always got a tub of fucking whey protein stacked on top of the fucking fridge. Speak to your supplement provider because delivery drivers are still going round. Just jump on some extra whey protein, brother. Fucking ridiculous. I am sick and tired of seeing bodybuilders bitching and crying about their fucking gains. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if it was World War III. I can't go to the gym. Dude, we're getting bombed. Chill the fuck out. Honestly, bodybuilding is the most selfish sport as we know, because it's an aesthetic sort of, what's the word? It's a vanity thing. So now when, I'm not saying all bodybuilders, but I've seen, a lot of bodybuilders bitching and fucking crap. I can't go to the gym. I can't do this. I can't do that. Oh, I can't get any eggs. Yeah, but, your protein levels are higher than the fucking average person. Now you've got to eat a fucking average person's diet. It is what it is. You can't be eating 7 fucking meals a day and expect, everybody else to be on 3. It ain't on lockdown. It pretty much is, though, isn't it, Scott? What they've done is very cleverly staggered it out. They've started with non-essential travel, then they started with non-essential employees to sort of self-isolate. Then they've started with the schools. Now they've started with clubs, bars, restaurants, cafes. We're pretty much fully locked down, isn't it, really? Give it a few more days. If that peak doesn't drop, then it'll be, I can imagine it'll be the curfew. The only thing left is a curfew. I think how our government have done it is very, very clever. It's very clever in how they've staggered each stage out to let us believe that we're not slowly getting put into lockdown. And it sort of worked. It's a very psychological game they played, and it's worked very well for all of us. So yeah, I would say we are pretty much locked down, brother. I'm not trying to like clickbait anybody on there. Seeing crazy Boris and the thumb. Yeah. Do you know what though? Boris is a bit of a dick, but let's look at this on a bigger scheme. Nobody would have been prepared for this. You know, there's so many theories, so many conspiracies. Yeah, we've probably learned a lot on the way from this, and we probably could have done a lot more things to catch up with this. But you know, financially, our government are there. 80% of wages covered, rent covered, mortgages covered. We can't sit and keep grumbling. We have done more for our people, and I'm not trying to jump on any political fucking bandwagon. I couldn't give a shit who's in power 99% of the time. But financially, our government have stepped up. Long term, I mean, I've just said this about 15 minutes ago. Long term, this is going to fuck us and cripple us, you know, majorly. But, you know, we haven't got to pay VAT for 12 months. No businesses have got to pay VAT. Well, not 12 months until the end of the next financial year, which is, you know, 31st of March, 1st of April, however you want to look at it. So, you know, they've offered, you know, anybody that's lost their job to get their employer to call the HMRC, the tax office, to get their job back, because they will offer them 80% of their salary. What more could we ask for from our government? You know, there were the whole point of shutting the bars, clubs, cafes, restaurants, leisure centres, and gyms is to ease the strain and stop the spread even more. It's our generation that are causing this spread. Believe it or not, it's our generation. It's the, you know, anywhere from 16 to, you know, late 30s, early 40s. It's us that are still driving around doing bits. It's us with this fucking hero attitude. So I don't blame them for shutting it down. We were told to, you know, social distance ourselves. And I hate to say it, you know, a vast majority of the gym going community went, fuck it, I'm still going to the gym. I'm still going to get my gains. It's back day. I'm not missing back day. Priorities way out of fucking whack. Way out of whack. And that's me saying it. I love the gym. I love the gym community. I love the vibe that we get from the gym. But there's levels to this shit. You know, people are going, oh no, it's not going to touch me. You're not a fucking, there's not one person on here who's a fucking hero. Not one of you. No one's invincible. If it's going to get us, it's going to fucking get us. I'm social distancing. I'm a social distancing ninja. All YouTubers are, to be fair, brother. I've got to self-isolate anyway because I'm at high risk and I've got symptoms. So for me, like my little boy is not long gone to his mum's. So I've got no choice but to stay on my own. I did speak to my next door neighbour earlier because I found some old nappies or diapers, whatever you want to call them. And I know they've got a newborn, so sort of like tapped over the window, over the fence. And I was like, look, do you need these? You know, just, you got to, I can't even stand them. I don't even like them. Probably don't even like me, but, you know, they might have needed those things, those necessities. So, you know, reach out. There's an elderly lady across the road, and I'm going to sort a little care package out for her, because obviously if my son might not be staying with me at all now, I can free up a few more items, and I can leave them on my porch, get a friend to just grab them, take them over, and hopefully help her that way. But yeah, I mean, is everybody else stepping up for anybody else? Have you done your bits? Have you knocked on your neighbours? Most of us don't like as neighbours in our generation. But have you reached out, like, especially if they've got kids? Anyone know any single parents, single mums? You know, are you a single parent? As the baby daddy got in touch with you and said, Luke, you need that baby milk? You know, I think as a community, as a human community, this is where, you know, cracks will show, and people, you'll see who's really selfish, who isn't. I've noticed it more on social media. I've seen the arrogant live streams of some professional bodybuilders bitching and moaning and bitching and moaning. And I'm looking at them and thinking, you have got people following you, supporting you, and all you are doing is bitching because your gym has been closed, because there's a virus going around that is literally killing people, and you're moaning about it. Absolutely, our neighbours are mostly military and cops. They are being vigilant. That's another thing, you know, like you say, you know, military, police, ambulance service, shop floor workers, you know, people in stores handing out foods. These guys are putting their health 100% on the line, quite literally, by helping us get our, our groceries or food or whatever we're trying to get. And, you look in these stores and you see these viral videos and they're kicking off on staff, and it's like, they're earning a minimum fucking wage. They don't give a fuck, how many bog roll each person's got. They just want to get that shift over with, don't want to touch and interact with any of you. And you're up in their face, shouting and screaming. Just grow the fuck up, man. It's fucking loo roll. If you grabbed it first, you grabbed it first. Walk away. Just grow up. It's pathetic. I've seen old women fighting. It's like, I've seen there was a picture. Has any of you seen this picture? Right, there was a picture going around. There was an old man in a supermarket holding what looked like probably a list. His wife's probably giving empty shelf in front, empty shelf behind. Big, massive, overweight woman behind him. And I'll say overweight. She's fat. She's overweight. Trolley stacked to the brim, looking at the old man. Now, picture does speak 1,000 words. Maybe there's less context to that picture because we don't know what it was about. But we sort of get the gist. My first thought was, he's fucked if he doesn't get what's on that list. If his wife's done him a list, guys can probably vouch. If your wife's done you a list and you come back with nothing off that fucking list. But yeah, that went viral for all the right or wrong reasons. And it's sort of disappointing how quickly society has decided to, and some people in society have decided to fucking shit on, people less fortunate. And it's a sort of a dog eat dog world at the minute. If you go to any store or any store, supermarket, local shop, whatever. So every time I've been twice this week because I did pretty much a big shop last week. So I'm all right for a bit. But every time I've gone, I've only got a few items, like, 1 carton of milk, a couple of tins of tuna or cans of tuna, whatever you want to call it. And just kept it to not a minimum, but low. I just think, has anyone else seen any of these bodybuilders just fucking whining on social media? Yes, all shows are cancelled. It's not just your show; it's everybody's show that's been cancelled. I don't know any bodybuilding event now that's still going live. Not a single event. I think we need to look at a bigger fucking picture here. It's not about bodybuilding anymore. It's not about getting to the gym anymore. It's about protecting health. It's about keeping as many people, friends, family, relatives, and it's elderly. It's trying to keep our elderly people alive. Your grandparents, someone else's grandparents. Are you arrogantly going to the gym? Are you stopping at the shop on the way? You might be carrying it and not know you've got it. You could potentially be fucking up families just because you wanted to go to the gym. That's how it is. Just because you wanted to go to the club, just because you wanted to go to the pub. It's our generation that's spreading this. Ours. We've got to be responsible and we've got to do it now and say, no, I don't need to go to the fucking gym this week. We've all had a week off from the gym before. We've all had 2 weeks off. Some of us had 6 months off from the gym. It's not going to kill us. Going out probably would. And going out is probably going to, long term, effectively, and I know it sounds dramatic, but kill somebody else. So I don't give a fuck if Phil Heath can't go to the gym. I don't give a fuck. Any of them. I don't care. No one should give a fuck if somebody can't get to the gym. Can you eat? Can you live? Can you survive? That's what it's about. Socially, get on your fucking streams and interact with your audience and see if they're all okay. Is how we interact with them. Get more personal. We've all got a lot of free time now. A lot of free time. We should be doing this more. Get to know your audience. Is everybody okay? Reach out to people. Give them advice. Give them tips. Go do some sort of fucking protein meals on a budget videos. Do you know what I mean? Give a fuck if Phil Heath can do an arm day. Pfft, behave. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. And I'm not, Phil Heath hasn't said this, but there are pros at his level. I might do a fucking video on that because it's just muggy. I can't be doing with it. It's really pissed me off. And obviously, I've got the symptoms, and I just think, and I've not really, I don't really travel that much. You'd be surprised how little I travel. It's just when I see these fucking influencers, and they're in the gym still. You are supposed to be setting an example. You are supposed to be telling your audience, look, guys, I'm a professional. I get paid to train. I'm not going to the gym this week or next week. I'm going to stay at home, offer advice on home training workouts. Everybody's doing it. Why can't you jump on the fucking bandwagon? Who cares? Set an example, lead by example. Don't be an arrogant arsehole and keep getting your gym sessions in because you're a fucking hero. You're a dick for doing it. Anybody that's been to the gym in the last fucking 7 days is a fucking idiot. Honestly, it's just ignorance. It's like it's a conspiracy. I've heard 5G because 5G cell sites have gone up. It's not. It's a Chinese virus, and I'm with Trump on that. Trump can be a dickhead, but it came from China. He's right. It's a Chinese virus. So, honestly, these social media influencers in and out of the gym. Kenny hasn't been to the gym. Kenny KO. A lot of people hate Kenny. Kenny hasn't been to the gym. Kenny's doing live streams of Call of Duty. I can't even think what the new one's called. What the fuck's it called? I've just touched my mouth on it. Probably a lot on there. I'm not even using wet wipes. I'm using actual like flash cleaner wipes because that's all I've got left. But yeah, there's so many social media influencers that are doing the right thing. And then you've got these fucking pro bodybuilders in and out the fucking gym all the time, who've probably might have really good immune systems. They might catch it, get mild symptoms, but we don't know who they gave it to. I know it sounds really drastic what I'm saying, and you might think I'm going over the top. I'm not. I'm really not. You've got an audience. You've got a fucking right and an obligation to make sure that you are giving the right information out. I have seen professional people I'm pretty close to as well, online coaches, gurus, telling people, oh, your plan shouldn't slip because of quarantine. Why shouldn't it? Your physical output is going to drop dramatically. You cannot expect some fucker to jog on the spot or do bodyweight squats enough to quantify burning that amount of calories you'd normally burn in your day-to-day. It's fucking stupid. You can't expect them to diet down to calories that low because their output is that low just to stay on track. Let's have a grace period. Let's have a good couple of weeks at home, bond, reconnect with his families, get on top of admin, get on top of fucking bills, do the shit, paint, decorate. You know, if we can still order stuff. Get on Amazon Prime. If you were going to decorate, you know, the baby's bedroom, you know, your bedroom, do it now. You've got all the time in the fucking world. You can still order stuff and people are still delivering. There's no harm in it. We've got so many things at our hands at home that we can do. And we're just, it's what I know what the problem is. It's the fact that we've been told you can't leave the house. Now all of a sudden you're thinking, I want to do all the things outside the house that we weren't probably doing that much of anyway. You know, most of us, we work, we train, we go home, or we're doing school runs. You know, we're not all in fucking restaurants, bars, clubs, cinemas all the time. None of us are. It's the fact that someone's told you can't do them no more, that's what's bugging you. So we've got to be realistic. We've got to be realistic. Set yourself realistic goals. If you're doing things at home, we've all got plenty of shit we can do at home. We've got, like I said, we've got so many things available to us with regards to what the internet and the broadband provides you. You can learn a language in 2 weeks, surely. I mean, at least the basics of one. We can, you know, get an instrument delivered. Have you got an instrument? Have you got an old guitar in the loft? Break that down. Get on some YouTube videos. Get twanging away. So many things that we can do, and we're choosing not to. We've got FaceTime. We can literally video call anyone around the world. We can connect with everybody. Go on your Facebook Lives. Facebook Live has blown up in the last 5 days. Everybody is on Facebook Live now, and I am loving it. As soon as I get a notification, one of my friends is on there, I'm on there because they're doing it because they're socially confined and they're trying to get an interaction going with somebody. So jump on it. Go, what he's saying, you know, spam it with hearts or, you know, the angry face just to wind them up, whatever. We've got so many things available to us that we need to be, well, London lockdown. Let's be realistic, Singer. I think it's already locked down, isn't it? They've staged it out that smartly and that cleverly and psychologically blagged us that we thought we would never be under lockdown. What's open, Sing? Schools are closed, bars are closed, restaurants are closed, nightclubs are closed, cinemas are closed, gyms are closed, leisure centres are closed. The only thing that is still open and trading are supermarkets and the essential places that are providing services that are actually a necessity. Other than that, they've told us to keep travel to a bare minimum. It's lockdown. I'm going to show that message, but I don't know what that says, brother. It's something in, I don't know if that's Arabic, Urdu, not sure. If someone can translate that, that'd be ideal. I'd say we're under lockdown. No two ways about it. But we need to just start making sure we utilize everything we've got available. We've got so many things available to us that, you know, our parents, our grandparents didn't have. So our social construct is so strong now that there's no reason for not to be in touch with everybody. It's just we need to just distance ourselves physically. We don't need to distance ourselves, you know, emotionally. We can still be connected to so many people with the technology we've all got available. You know, and if you've run out, you can't pay your bill, maybe knock on your next door neighbor, see if they can pass you their phone to make a call. Or if you've got a laptop, you know, there are other services that are free. Skype is free. You can make a Skype call for free. You know, if you haven't got broadband, you know, see if you can borrow your neighbor's Wi-Fi code for a few weeks. Even if you chuck them a couple of quid, just say, you know, here's $10. Can I have your Wi-Fi code for a few days? Or say, can I have it for 24 hours and download a backlog of Netflix films or whatever? You know, get all your calls done, everything you need to do. We've got so many things available to us. So many online games, online content. You don't need to go out to keep your mind focused on something. Physically, there's things you can do at home. Do physical activity. If you want to do, you know, if you've got the facility to do these home workouts, do them. Get the blood flowing. You're not going to get the same workout you're going to get in the gym. That's pretty much a fact. But get the blood flowing, you know, the cortisol, all these, you know, happy hormones going, and then do some, you know, activities that you need to do at home. If you've got decorating, DIY, you know, jobs you've been putting off, you can still order things online. Amazon Prime have upped their staff, especially here in the UK, so you can still order things online. You know, it's the lights that you need replacing that you can do some shit. You know, by the time this thing's over, you could have got so much shit done at home. You know, and now our social aspects of our financial situations out the window. You know, we can't go pubs, we can't go clubs, can't go to cinema and restaurants. We should be, you know, that 80% the government are going to pay the UK in salary. You should have an opportunity now to practically save a little bit of money if we you know, thrift this and work smartly around there. Has anybody got any questions before I go? It's all right. I've got another live stream on my personal Facebook at 8 o'clock, but I'm doing like a really long one. So it's going to be drinking. Yes, I'm drinking on my live stream. I've called it the Purge Party. So I play the Purge. You know, everyone's seen the Purge, the film. So I play the Purge intro. And then, you know, we're just going to all get together. We're going to have a few drinks, have, you know, some jokes, some laughs. It's going to be good. Bert, stay safe. Lucas, very useful advice on the point we must adapt to this, the way of life, not sit on our sofas doing nothing. The worst thing is that we can't meet out with our friends. That's the thing, but we can create group conversations, schedule times. Say, right, if you're a parent, schedule times where kids can sit down with your phone and talk to their friends from school if their schools are closed, and then say, right, when we've put all our kids to bed, let's, you know, I'll sit at my dining table on my phone. Dave, John, Steve, you do yours. Let's have a beer together for an hour, have a chat about how shit the society is. Pass your phone to your wife, Susan. She can ring all her girls up. They'll be on the phone for 3 or 4 hours, so you've got peace there. She'll be down in the wine. There's so many things we can do. Reach out to your friends, schedule shit, have things to look forward to in that day. There's so many things that we can do. Technology at the minute is our saving grace. So don't dismiss the fact that we've all got phones, we've all got internet. Learn something new. Get your old guitar down. If you've got a violin, whatever, order an instrument, learn a language. So many free content we have on YouTube, and we all complained before we didn't have time. we did not have time to do these things. Now we've got an abundance of it. Let's utilize it. On that note, guys, I'm going to end the stream. I wish you all the best. I will try and come back on tomorrow. I won't try. I'll be on tomorrow. I will do a live stream tomorrow. I might be hungover. My symptoms might have increased by then. But it is what it is. We will ride this out together. I've got your back. I will try and give you as much content and conversation as possible. Don't forget, you can DM me about anything on my Instagram, Williams_fitness_official. You want to chat, you want to talk, you're bored, whatever, reach out to me, hit me up. I'll be, I'm a friend before I'm a fucking YouTuber. Okay? On that note, guys, peace. Love you.